Hey, first grade. It's week 9 of virtual learning. Your first grade teachers are so proud of you. Thanks for all the hard work that you're doing. This week we are focused on Unit 11. We're finishing up week 1 and we're moving on to week 2 so that by next week we'll be ready to jump into week 3 and then we'll start in on another check-in. All right, so that's our plan. For most of you, today is Tuesday, and hopefully yesterday you spent some time reviewing some things that we did last week. So you had a sheet that looked like this. Again, I don't care if it's printed out, doesn't matter. You can write it on a piece of paper. You can talk about it with mom and dad. You can do whatever works best for you. You took short vowels and you turned them into long vowels by adding that, silent or magic E to the end of the word. Okay, so that was what your practice and your job was to do yesterday. Today, we're going to talk about marking up these long vowel sounds. Okay, so before we go any further, I just want to friendly remind you that vowels can make two different sounds. We have short vowel sounds, A apple, A, E ed, I itch, I, O octopus, A, U up, It's so important that you automatically know that sound and you automatically know it's a short vowel sound. We also know that vowels can make long vowel sounds. A says its name, as does E, I, O, and U. It's so important for you to automatically know that sound and to always know that that means the vowel is long when it says its name. Many of us realize there are so many ways to make the long vowel sound, but we're focused on vowel, consonant, silent or magic E at the end of the word this week, okay? If you can, I'd love it if you could pause the video for now, grab a blank piece of paper or an iPad with Doodle Buddy or a piece of construction paper or whatever it is that you want to use to write. I want us to write out some words together and practice our markings, okay? So let's pause, let's get everything that we need, and I'll see you back here in just a minute. Hey kiddos, thanks a lot for grabbing all of the materials that you need. Before you start to write or do anything, can you just listen and watch me first? Then I'm going to ask you to jump in and try what you can do, okay? I want to show you the first word that I have on my paper. You can try to tap or sound out that word. Rope, rope. When I tap or sound out that word, I hear 3 sounds, yet there are 4 letters, right? You should know O, that long O is long because there's a silent or magic E at the end. It could also mean that there's an A next to the O or there's a W next to the O. And this is where we get into, gosh, what looks right? As a reader and a writer, I've seen the word rope. Does it look right to have a R-O-W-P? No, I don't think so. Does it look right to have an R-O-A-P? Nah. So we begin to figure it out that kind of way. Here we have rope, rope. How do I mark up that word? I know it's a long O, so I show that it's a long O. I don't hear that E at the end. It's silent or magic, so I simply cross it off saying it's there, but I'm not sounding it out. I'm not hearing it in the word. We underline the word just like we did for closed syllable words, except it's not a closed syllable word. It ends in a vowel. We say it's a vowel-E word. You can also say it's a V-E. Either one works. Vowel-E word because there's a vowel, a consonant, and a silent or magic E at the end. Okay? So this is the way we're going to mark up these long vowels when we go to take our Unit 11 check-in. Let's look at the next word. The next word is cave. Go ahead and write that word for me real quick. Cave. It could be a C, it could be a K, it could be a CK. Oh wait, can't be a CK because it's not at the end of the word. All right, it's a C or a K. Cave, cave. K just didn't look right to me. That's how we know it's going to be a C. Cave. 3 sounds, 4 letters, right? How do we mark it? The first thing we're going to do is mark the vowel. There are 2. The first vowel is an A. Is it long or short? Is it saying ah? No. Is it saying a? Yes. We know it's a long vowel, so I draw a straight line over the A. There's another vowel. I don't hear that vowel. It's silent. I'm simply going to draw one line through it to mark that it's silent. I'm going to underline the base word, and I'm going to mark. It's not a closed syllable word, so I can't put my tiny little C today. It's a vowel-E word, so that's exactly what I'm going to write, V-E. And there's my second markup. Try it for wise. All right, let's listen to the sounds that you hear as you write the word wise. W, W. Ooh, it could also be a digraph, W-H. You just got to go by what looks right. We're sticking with the W. I. Oh, wait. What is? No. It was eyes. I'm going to put a long I, and I got to think about why it's long. Z. Z. Two things can say Z. We can have an S or we can have a Z. We've got to go with what looks right. We're sticking with the S in this case. And I know that my I said I, not I, so I have a magic or a silent E at the end. How am I going to mark it? Find the vowel. There are two. One of them makes the long I sound. Mark it. The other one doesn't make a sound. Mark it. Underline your base word. Is it a closed syllable word or a vowel-E word? Mark it. I hope yours looks a lot like mine. We have a long I, we have a silent E, we have a base word, and a vowel-E. Let's take a look at the next one. P-oo, oop, ooh, there's a blend. Plain, plain. Okay, I'm ready to mark it. How many vowels do you see? There are two. The first vowel makes a sound. Plain. I'm hearing the A, long vowel sound. The second vowel doesn't make any sound. I mark it. I underline the base word, and I discuss what kind of word it is. Is it a closed syllable word? Is it a vowel-E word? There's so many words that it can be, but I know it's a vowel-E. Now, just really quickly, pretend like there is no E there. What word do I have now? Plan. I make a plan to see my friends. So just by adding that silent or magic E, we get a totally different sound from my first vowel. Okay, last word. Like. I like how hard everyone is working today. In the word like, we have the k at the end of the word. Normally that would mean we add a CK. Not this time though. Again, we just have to go with what looks right. That's a lot of what learning is, right? What looks right, what feels right, what do I usually say? How am I going to mark up like? I'm going to start by finding my two vowels. My first vowel is long or short. If you said long, that's awesome. Mark it. My second vowel is long, short, or silent. I hope many of you realize now it's silent. Mark it. Underline your base word, like, and mark what syllable type it is. Is it closed? Does it end in a consonant? No, so it's not closed. It's a vowel-E word, like. Okay? If you feel comfortable and confident and you know what you're going to be doing, just stick with me for one more minute. For the rest of today, I want you to practice marking up. So you're looking for the paper that looks like this. We talked last week with the whale. What was that whale's name? Jake or Jack? It was Jack, right? We talked about scooping to practice our fluency. This paper is set up very much the same. It's going to be your job to read the sentences and find the long vowel word or words. Some sentences have more than one. Once you do, I want you to mark those words up. I do not need this paper printed out by any means. You can take a blank piece of paper. You can read the sentence. Practice your scooping. I like the cake. Find your long vowels, like and cake. Mark them up. Mark them up on a blank piece of paper. No big deal, okay? That's what you're going to do for the rest of today. Tomorrow, it's going to be your job to be a word detective, and you're going to try to find as many vowel-e words as you can in whatever book it is you're reading. Could be Raz Kids, it could be a book from your reading book bag, it could be something that you have at home. Pick one book and find as many vowel-e words as you can, and I just want you to start making a list, okay? So that's going to be for Tuesday and Wednesday. If you feel comfortable and you're good to go, go for it. I will see you again on Friday morning. You'll have one activity in between Wednesday and Friday, so you'll have work for Thursday, but there's no need in me discussing it. You'll know what to do when your moms and dads see it in Power School, okay? If you feel like you're good, I'll see you next time. If you feel like, you know what, Mrs. Lieber, I want a little extra practice with some of these words, good for you. Stay on with me for just a couple more minutes. I'm going to read to you some more words, and I want you to try to tap them out, sound them out, write them down on the paper that you have in front of you, and try marking them up the way we just did, okay? First word that I want you to try is the word lake. L-A-K, lake. I hear 3 sounds. Now, one of those sounds makes a long vowel sound. So let's think about what needs to be added to the end of lake. Okay, just like in like, we know we can end the word with CK, but that's just not going to look right this time around. Hopefully you were able to write lake, L-A-K-E. Now let's try marking it up. Find your 2 vowels. The first one is long, straight line. The second one is silent. Cross it off. Underline your base word. Sorry. What kind of syllable type is it? Is it closed or is it vowel-a? Mark it as your vowel-a. Let's try another word. Can you write the word bone? I would hate to break a bone and have to have a cast. Bone. B-O-N. Bone. 3 sounds, but one of those sounds made a long vowel sound. So what do you need to plug into the end? Find your vowels. There are 2. Mark the first one as long or short. Mark the second one as long, short, or silent. Underline your base word and mark your syllable type. Is it vowel-e? Is it a closed syllable word? Awesome, guys. You want to do another one? The next one I have for you is the word state. We live in the state of New Jersey. St. There's a blend. State. State. S-T, blend, A. I know I have a long A. What do I need to attach to the end? Great. You got that silent E in there. Let's mark up the word. Find your 2 vowels. The first vowel is long or short. It's long, it's saying its name. The second vowel, it's not long or short. It's silent. Underline that base word, state. Tell me if it's a closed syllable word, if it ends in a consonant, or if it's a vowel-e word, it ends in a silent or magic E. Okay? Let's do one more together before we leave each other. Let's do the word quack. Ducks like to quack. Quack. Okay, ready? Qua. Don't forget about Q's best buddy, you. Ah. Wait a sec. Qua, ah. That's not a long vowel sound. Don't put that magic E on the end. It's going to be a short A. Scoop it. K. Since I know I have a short A, I'm good to end my word with a CK. Quack. Quack. Underline the base word. What type of syllable do you have? Is it closed? Does it end in a consonant? Or is it a vowel-e? Does it end in a silent E? I hope I didn't trick you. Good. It is a closed syllable word because it ends in the consonant CK. Okay? Now stay with me. This one's going to be quake. Not quack, quake. I felt an earthquake last night. Qua. Don't forget, Q's best buddy you. Qua. A. I hear a long A sound. Think about what needs to go at the end. K. Okay, I know there's something going at the end, so it's not going to be CK again as it was in quack. I'm just going to do a K this time. I could also do a C, but it just doesn't look right when I do. Quake. Quack. Silent or magic E at the end. Okay? Let's mark it. Find your two vowels. You know that first vowel, A, is a long vowel. We're not going to scoop it like we did the first time. We're going to draw a straight line under it. We know that that E at the end is silent. We're crossing it off. Quake is the base word that gets underlined. Is it a closed syllable word? Does it end in a consonant like quack did? No, it ends in a vowel, so we're going to mark it as a vowel-E word. Thanks for sticking with me this long, guys. That was a lot of material to cover, and I'm really proud of you. So remember, today, as you continue your work, you're going to be marking up. Tomorrow, you're going to be a word detective. Thursday, you're going to practice some words and sounds, and I'll see you back on Friday for some trick words, okay? Have a great rest of your Tuesday, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.